definitely a skills shortage, particularly in the construction industry. My organisation, Skanska, are trying to find around 2,000 jobs over the next 5 years for work that we've got in our pre-order book. We are specifically trying to find gas engineers and trying to find those students to go into that type of discipline. We're finding that really, really difficult.
Currently, there is a skill shortage. There's a need for people to go into those jobs, and going into a degree in engineering is a way of getting into those jobs. What a university can do is it can go out there and talk to students at the right sort of age and say, look, being an engineer is a really positive thing to do.
There's a skill shortage, particularly around engineering, because people aren't aware of the vast amount of jobs and the diversity of jobs within engineering. So as an industry, what we actually need to do is really, it's almost like spread the gospel. Let people know about the different stages of engineering.
I think the key thing is that we need collaboration. That's how I feel that we can meet the skills gap, in that by working together, committing resources, that we can develop pools of people to the required standards and the required roles.
I think forums like this, they're great to get everybody around a table from all different parts of the industry, whether that be employers, suppliers, providers. They are there to get everybody talking, to get people to bring their opinions to the table and to get some action points together.
I think it's great to be part of a forum where you've got people from all the different sectors, all the different sort of training providers, because I don't think there's often an opportunity for that to sort of dialogue to take place.
I think anything which gets a group of key people around a table actually freely discussing ideas can only be of benefit, and the value of something like that is enormous.
It's a really valuable opportunity to meet with other key stakeholders within the sector and educationally, so we can discuss barriers, issues, things we need to address for the sector. From behalf of Sitting Gills, we feel that's an extremely valuable opportunity to spend our time meeting with other key stakeholders.
With a lot of forums that they become just talking shops, and there's nothing that progresses on from that. But from the skills forum that we've had today, the forum that we've spoken about, it's been very beneficial, and I think that if we can move forward and progress the discussions, then it's very worthwhile.
So what have we done today? We've sat in a room with 4 or 5 different parties. We've had Developed Training itself as the training provider. We've had the University of Nottingham. We've had representatives from City and Guild. We've also had a lot of clients in the room, so we've had employer engagement as well, and clients of Developed Training. So across those 5 players, we've had interaction that doesn't normally exist. We've had conversations that have brought understanding, mutual understanding between those parties, and that's been able to set an agenda going forward that says, how do we encourage training across those areas, and particularly how do we encourage school leavers to get engaged with education but also industry.
I mean, the event today, we've talked, we've debated, we've discussed, but we've come up with a tangible thing that we actually want to do to try and change and help the skill shortage. The more events we can have like this, the better.